takes many incidents to build a wall between two men, brick by brick. Sometimes you're not aware of the building of the wall. Sometimes you are. But you're not always willing enough or strong enough to kick it down. Starts very early, as it did with my father and me, very early. And it becomes a pattern that's hard to break until the wall is made of sound brick and mortar, strong as any my father ever built. Time would not level it, only death. I don't know if my father ever remembered one such incident. He never spoke of it to me, but I've often thought it was the emotional cornerstone of the wall between us. He rushed out the door, down to the schoolyard. It was the first game he ever came to. I hadn't reminded my father of the game. I was afraid he'd show up and embarrass me. 12 years old and ashamed of my old man, ashamed of his dialect, his dirty overalls, his bruised fingers with the fingernails lined with dirt, his teeth yellow as old ivory. But most of all, his lunch pail, that symbol of the working man. I wanted a doctor for a father, a lawyer, at least a fireman, not a carpenter. That wasn't good enough. I remember stepping up to bat. It was the last of the ninth, no one on base. And then I saw him sitting on the bench along third base. He grinned and waved and gestured to the man beside him. But I pretended not to see him. I turned to face the pitcher, and angry at myself, I swung hard on that first pitch, and there was a hollow crack. The ball shot low over the shortstop's head for a double. Our next batter bunted, and I made third. And he was only a few feet away now. My father. But I still refused to acknowledge him. I stared hard at the catcher, pretending concentration. When the next pitch bounced between the catcher's feet and into home screen, I slid home to win the game. And there he was, jumping up and down, showing his teeth, excited as hell. As the crowd broke up and our team stampeded out of the schoolyard, cleats clicking, scraping blue sparks on the sidewalk, I looked back once through the wire fence. Saw my father still sitting on that now empty bench. Alone, slumped over a little, staring at the cinders between his feet, just staring. I don't know how long he stayed there, maybe till dark. But I do know he never again came to see me play. At home that night, he never mentioned the game or being there. He just went to bed unusually early.